Hello, how are you? I'm doing really good. Even though it's raining outside, I looked out the window and I saw the snow was gone. The snow had been there for the last 2, 3 weeks since we had that big snow where we had a foot of snow. That mountain that happens, when you clear the driveway, that mountain was always there as a reminder. I mean, across the street, the snow was gone. It was green grass, but I'm on the shady side, so that mountain of snow was just hanging around. Even when the temperature went up into the 40s and 50s, it would melt little by little. But now that it's raining, it's gone. And I was so glad when I looked out the window and saw the green grass. It's okay. I know it's a silly thing, but it just made me feel good because it lets me know, hey, spring is here soon, right? We're in February now. Another month or two, and the green grass will be all over. Even though that means I have to cut it, but that's okay. I'd rather do that than keep looking at the snow, right? Okay. Well, today I wanted to cover something in honor of Black History Month. And I'm still in my book, Iyanla Vanzant, and there's a quote she has in here that's an African American folklore. And I thought it was a good thing to share because it's in harmony with us wanting to live our best life, being successful in 2022, right? And I wanted to share it with you in honor of Black History Month. Okay. Bad luck picks its company by invitation only. And it says African American folklore. For anyone who has ever said, my luck is so bad. To those who have ever asked, why do these things always happen to me? For anyone who has dared to say, I give up. Get a pencil, a piece of paper, and write this down. What you ask for, you get. What you see, you are. What you give, you get back. Someday, somehow, sooner or later. There's no such thing as bad luck. The ancient Africans said, with your own hands you make your success. With your own hands you destroy it. We say things return to us. We do things we know are not good for us. We think things that create situations we don't want. The only way to create success or luck is to think, speak, and act in ways that support ourselves. So then, I make my own luck, and so can you, right? That's according to ancient African wisdom. How about that? I thought it was such a good thing to share in honor of Black History Month. There's so much wisdom that came out of Africa, right? That it's still there. Sometimes in the book there are quite a few quotes from African American folklore or African folklore because there's lots of wisdom there, yes. So I thought it was good to share with you, okay, in honor of Black History Month. But now I also want to say something as far as Black history, and that is that I did not grow up black, meaning that I was born and raised in Germany. My mom was German and my dad was African American, a soldier. And I was raised as a German because my dad didn't stay around, okay? So I was raised by my mom and my grandma. And all I knew is I was German. I spoke German. I went to German school. I ate German food. I loved German music. I was a German. That's all I knew growing up. And yes, my sister and I, we were the only ones in school that were mixed. And our hair was different, yes, but it didn't make a difference, okay? When I grew up as a child. And my grandmother in German is called Oma, my Oma. She would always protect us. So I didn't see no harm come to me, right, when I was real little, because I was a little different. She would set them straight, okay? And so I enjoyed being a German, right? Even though I saw the soldiers, my mom, she did date black soldiers, but it didn't mean anything like I'm one of, I'm a black person. No, that never entered my mind until I came to this country when I was a teenager. And that's when I felt the impact of being considered a black person. Okay. And yeah, there was confusion and there was difficulty at times for me because I didn't know who or what I was, right? In Germany, I was just a German. When I came here, I learned the language and I realized that white people didn't like me, black people didn't like me because I spoke with an accent. My accent was a lot worse when I was younger, okay? And so I was confused at times. And I felt bad because what am I? Who am I, right? But as I learned about the history of black people, because when I grew up, I knew nothing of slavery, civil rights. I didn't know what that was, okay, until I came here and until I studied literature and read about things, right? The black history of people. And that's when I realized then, hey, I know who I am now because I put the two together, right? My German history and my black history. Now I know who I am. I'm just me. I made up my mind. I'm just Sonia, right? Who's half German, half white, and who's half black, African American. And that's okay with me, right? It may not be okay with some people. That doesn't matter, right? It's okay with me because I love both heritages. I love the black heritage. I love the white heritage, my German heritage. I can't deny either. No, and I won't, right? Because then I won't be me. And in order for me to be whole and to love me, myself, I have to accept both of them, my German heritage and my black heritage. And I do. Okay? So, unless you read my book, you wouldn't have known that about me. But my book is on Amazon. And yes, I had trauma when I was growing up, but I overcame the trauma. So if you read the book, you'll see my heritage in there. And then also what trauma that I had that I overcame. And I want to help you if you have trauma that you need to overcome, that you haven't let go, and it may create conflict in you as to who you are and what you're about and not being able to love yourself. It's okay. You can overcome that. I've overcame it. So can you. And I'm here to help you. Okay? So you can go to my bio website. The link is in the description. And you can get the book on Amazon so you can understand what I have gone through and where I come from, right? And you can schedule a session with me if you like. And I also have a free gift on there for you. 8 Steps to Happiness. Okay, that may help you. But I'm sure it will. Okay? So, I wanted to do this in honor of Black History Month and in honor of myself, being a black person, but also being a German inside. Okay? And it's okay. It's okay with me, and that's who it needs to be okay with, right? Okay, but I hope it's okay with you too. Okay? And like I said, I honor Black History Month, and I hope you will too, because there's lots of wisdom, lots of ancient wisdom in Africa. Okay? All right. So, if you need me, I'm here. And until then, have an awesome weekend, and I'll be back next week. Take care.